Well, after the storms that have passed through Central Texas and our county, I've decided I'm going to drive around in our little neighborhood area, now that there's some clearing, and see what kind of damage has happened. And sorry about my voice. I did not sleep much at all, but we're just going to see what is going on. So let's see what kind of flooding has gone on. Okay, so there's this little turtle trying to cross the road. These little snapper turtles, I gotta be careful because he's all like, no. People are so mean. This truck almost tried to run him over. So, be free, little guy. Get out of the road. Swim for your life. Here's some neighbors that their property has flooded yet again. And, looks like they've lost a truck. A number of years ago, the previous owners had some miniature horses and goats and a lot of different types of birds, and this whole area was underwater, and we had National Guard out here, and it was a catastrophe because the barn was underwater, and it's a two-story house in the back behind the trees, and the water was up to the second story, and they tried to save a lot of the horses by bringing them into the house and the garage, and needless to say, it was very sad. It was a bad day that day. And again, it's got quite a bit of water. I didn't think I'd see this again. So this is where the water crossed the road and created a river. It was really, really bad. It's not on the road now, but there's not much pavement on the road. The pipeline is underwater, and I would say it's swampland now, until it starts raining again. There's part of the road, because there's no road. Hello. Ooh, smells swampy too. My goodness. So as you can see, there was much water that had come down last night just in this part of the county road here. And they didn't close this. There was just a little sign back there that said, watch for water over the road. So, you see the lone cactus back there. Huh. And this is the creek bed, and I'm not sure if there was water over this little bridge, but there's the culprit. I'm going to zoom in. Now, this is not your typical everyday road closure. Let's just zoom in here. This is what the county put up. Yes, it says caution. Watch for water across the road. I would say that that was a boat ton of freaking water that came across the road up there, wouldn't you say? I'm going to have to take the road off. And this, my lovelies, is what a flood can do to a concrete bridge. Yeah. These people had to put in a bridge to get to and from their house, and it's in chunks by their gates. So, not good. Here's yet another neighbor's fenced down. He has cattle. Part of his tank is washed downstream and has taken out all of his fence. And on the way back, I'll show you the other side of the road. This is horrible. This is, Okay, so now we're back at part of a road that the bridge was washed out last year, and this little creek here was the cause of this misfortune last year. And again, we are back at the scene of the crime. So as you can see, there are a lot of trees down, and it's down to a very narrow bridge, and it's partially washed out, which I will get up closer to it, which is why they say turn around, don't drown, because if water can take out concrete, it will take your car with it. That, my lovelies, is part of the guardrail there. And it is from way over here that this tree has just like taken it way off into the brush down there. And this is where part of the bridge has washed away yet again. It's quite a deep little ravine down there. You can see how fast that water's flowing still. I can't get real close because there is traffic coming and going. So here's yet another tree that has been washed downstream. That, I don't know what the hell happened to this. Lightning maybe? Maybe just the water. But it has made quite a wreckage of some of the guardrail over on this side as well. So you can kind of see how narrow the road is right here and how cluttered everything is and how horrible that is. Just this little gaping hole down there. Because of that crud of monstrosity of a tree that water has washed downstream. So there's two streams that merge into this. Ta-da! That go under this lovely little bridge. And you can see how fast that water's running. See those little rapids there? Anybody get a kayak? Yep. There's the concrete pieces from the bridge that has mysteriously washed away. Ta-da! That's the gaping hole from the other side. This is what water does, people, when it floods. This is why they tell you do not drive through water over the road. Okay? Don't do it. It's not healthy for you. Because that right there will take you away forever. It's no joke. If seeing cars and houses and bridges and trees get swept away by water isn't enough to prevent you from not driving through water on the road, maybe seeing how floodwater moves huge chunks of rock can prevent you from doing so. Don't allow your pride to overwhelm you when you see how much, these are huge chunks. That was ripped away from the road. These are large, large boulders. And through all the devastation of the floods, there's still life. The horses are grazing, enjoying the grass. So with rain comes nice green grass.